Imagine working for one of the biggest music moguls in the world, only to find yourself at the center of a high-stakes courtroom drama. That's exactly where a woman known only as Mia is right now. She's about to take the stand in Sean Diddy Combs' explosive trial, and what she's expected to reveal could turn this case upside down. Who is Mia? What secrets does she hold? And why is everyone talking about her upcoming testimony? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the latest twist in the Diddy trial, with all the context you need to understand this blockbuster story. Today we're focusing on a mysterious figure known only as Mia, a former employee of Diddy who's set to testify in his ongoing trial. Her testimony could be a game changer, but who is she, and why does her story matter? Let's break it all down. First, let's get everyone up to speed. Sean Diddy Combs, the music icon behind hits like I'll Be Missing You, is currently on trial in a New York federal court. The charges? They're serious. Sex trafficking by force, transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering conspiracy, among others. Prosecutors say Diddy ran a criminal enterprise that used his fame and power to control and exploit victims, including through something they call freak-offs, alleged orchestrated events involving coerced sexual acts. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to all charges, and his defense team argues he's being unfairly targeted. The trial started in May 2025, and it's been a media frenzy ever since. We've heard from big names like Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, who testified about years of alleged abuse, and Deontay Nash, a stylist who claimed he saw Diddy physically attack Cassie. But now all eyes are on a new witness, a woman referred to in court as Mia, also known as Victim 4. Her testimony is expected to start any day now, and it's already generating buzz. So who is Mia, and what's at stake? Here's what we know about Mia so far. Mia is a pseudonym, meaning it's not her real name. It's being used to protect her identity. Court documents and recent testimonies reveal she was Diddy's personal assistant at some point, working closely with him during his rise to fame. But she's not just an employee, she's also listed as Victim 4, which means prosecutors believe she was directly harmed by Diddy's alleged actions. That alone makes her testimony one to watch. According to reports from outlets like ABC News and The Independent, Mia is expected to testify about her time working for Diddy, possibly detailing how she was drawn into his inner circle and what she experienced. Her lawyer, Michael Ferrara, told The Independent on May 14, 2025, that Mia had planned to keep her story secret forever, describing it as the worst things that ever happened to her. That's a heavy statement, and it's got people wondering, what did she see? What did she go through? And how could her words impact Diddy's fate? To understand why Mia is such a big deal, we need to look at how she's already been mentioned in the trial. On May 28, 2025, a stylist named Deontay Nash took the stand. Nash worked with Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, from 2009 to 2018. He dropped a bombshell, claiming he saw Diddy physically attack Cassie at her apartment in 2013 or 2014. Nash said Diddy hit and kicked Cassie until her head was bleeding, and he even threatened to release private videos of her to her parents. Guess who else was there during that incident? Mia. Nash's testimony, reported by the New York Times and NBC News, places Mia right in the middle of this alleged violent episode. He said Mia, Cassie, and himself were all present when Diddy lashed out. This suggests Mia could confirm Nash's story, adding weight to the prosecution's claims that Diddy used physical force and threats to control those around him. But that's not all. Cassie herself mentioned Mia during her testimony on May 14, 2025, saying Mia was there during another alleged attack in August 2017, when Diddy reportedly confronted Cassie while she was sleeping. So, Mia isn't just a random witness. She's someone who was close enough to Diddy and Cassie to see things firsthand. If she backs up these stories, it could be a major blow to Diddy's defense, especially since the prosecution is trying to prove a pattern of control and coercion. As of today, May 29, 2025, Mia hasn't testified yet, but the anticipation is through the roof. Prosecutors told ABC News that she's expected to take the stand soon, possibly for the rest of this week. They're banking on her to provide details about the racketeering conspiracy charge, which claims Diddy ran a criminal enterprise that relied on exploiting victims. Based on what we've heard so far, here are a few things Mia might talk about. First, she could share her own experiences as an alleged victim. Was she pressured into anything by Diddy or his team? Did she witness or experience the so-called freak-offs that prosecutors keep mentioning? Second, she might confirm the incidents with Cassie Ventura, like the 2013 to 2014 attack Nash described, or the 2017 confrontation Cassie mentioned. Third, as a former personal assistant, she could reveal behind-the-scenes details about how Diddy's operation worked. Things like how he allegedly controlled employees or used his influence to manipulate others. The Independent reported that Mia's nerves are through the roof about testifying, which makes sense. Coming forward against someone as powerful as Diddy can't be easy. Her lawyer said she's prepared to share things she never thought she'd reveal, which could mean new evidence we haven't heard yet. Will she talk about specific events, names of other people involved, or maybe even documents or recordings? We won't know until she speaks, but the stakes are incredibly high. So why does Mia's testimony matter so much? For one, she's a victim witness, which means her story carries emotional and legal weight. If she can provide clear, credible details that match what Cassie and Nash have said, it strengthens the prosecution's case that Diddy's actions weren't isolated, but part of a larger pattern. That's critical for the racketeering charge, which is all about proving Diddy ran an ongoing criminal operation. Plus, Mia's role as a former assistant gives her a unique perspective. Unlike Cassie, who was in a romantic relationship with Diddy, or Nash, who was a stylist, Mia was part of Diddy's professional inner circle. She might have seen things others didn't, like how Diddy managed his team or handled private events. If she brings new evidence, like emails, texts, or even just her first-hand account, it could make it harder for Diddy's defense to argue he's innocent. But here's the flip side. Diddy's defense team is tough. They've already tried to get a mistrial, arguing the prosecution's case is shaky, according to NBC News. They might try to discredit Mia, maybe by questioning her memory or motives. Will she hold up under that pressure? That's another reason everyone's watching. Let's zoom out for a second. This trial isn't just about Diddy, it's about power, fame, and accountability. For years, Diddy has been a larger-than-life figure in music and culture, building an empire with Bad Boy Records and brands like Ciroc. But the allegations paint a darker picture, one where that power was allegedly used to harm others. Mia's testimony could be a key piece of that puzzle, showing whether Diddy's empire was built on more than just talent and hustle. And it's not just about Mia. Her testimony comes on the heels of others, like Cassie and Nash, who've already laid out serious claims. Together, these stories could convince the jury that Diddy's actions were systematic, not just one-off mistakes. But if Mia's testimony falls flat, or the defense pokes holes in it, it could give Diddy's team an edge. Either way, we're at a critical moment in the trial. So what happens after Mia testifies? We're expecting her to take the stand any day now, possibly as early as today, May 29th, 2025. Once she does, we'll likely hear more details about her experience and how it fits into the prosecution's case. Other witnesses, like law enforcement officials, are also expected to testify this week, according to CBS News, so the trial is far from over. And let's not forget the court of public opinion. Social media is buzzing with reactions to the trial, from fans defending Diddy to others demanding justice for the alleged victims. Mia's testimony could shift that conversation depending on what she says. Will she bring undeniable evidence, or will her story leave room for doubt? We'll be covering every update right here on our channel. That's all for today's deep dive into Mia, the mysterious witness set to shake up Diddy's trial. What do you think she'll reveal? Do you believe her testimony could be the key to this case, or is the defense ready to fight back? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this conversation going. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next update on the Diddy trial. We're here to keep you in the loop with all the latest news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay curious and stay informed.